You'll rise for pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the invocation. Lacey Jenny Brown from the Baha'i Faith.
O God, my God, aid thou thy trusted servants to have loving and tender hearts. Help them to spread amongst all the nations of the earth the light of guidance that cometh from the company on high. Verily thou art the strong, the powerful, the mighty, the all-subduing, the ever-giving. Verily thou art the generous, the gentle, the tender, the most bountiful.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you for joining us tonight. Roll call, please, Steph.
Mayor Kavanaugh?
Here.
Councilmember Yates is absent today. Vice Mayor Leger?
Here.
Councilmember Brown?
Here.
Councilmember Hanson?
Here.
Councilmember Dickey?
Here.
Councilmember Elke?
Here.
And Ginny, just kind of signal us when you want to chime in and say something, okay?
You bet, thanks.
Good. Start with the mayor's report. As part of my continued outreach outside Fountain Hills, while at the League of Cities conference, I was able to meet with companies that service Fountain Hills and discuss some issues with them. The Central Arizona Project, who I've asked to do a presentation at one of our future meetings. CenturyLink, I was able to talk with Republic Services, that's the company that does our trash. EPCOR, the parent company of Chaparral Water, SRP, and Cox Communications. And that contact with Cox Communications resulted in a meeting here in Fountain Hills to discuss technology's infrastructure upgrading. At the conference, as mayor, I was able to attend the resolutions committee meeting where discussions were held about future legislation. Also, considering that we may be doing an IGA with the sanitary district, I attended a seminar on wastewater and I got to speak with representatives from Kingman who are building a new facility, and also representatives from Scottsdale who have a state-of-the-art facility. The Taos High Tea Society Center opened in Central Phoenix. I was able to speak at that event, and I made a pitch to them that after they've grown, maybe they would open a center here. I can't think of a more perfect setting for doing Thai tea than in our Fountain Park. The legislative dinner is always a good opportunity to hear some of the ideas about bills that might be coming up that might impact Fountain Hills. And it's always a good event to go to just to have a presence for Fountain Hills. Thank you. And now I'd like to bring to your attention that the Arizona Department of Transportation is seeking public input on its plan to comply with the Americans with Disabilities Act. Inside the packet, which is online, you'll find a sheet that looks like this, and there's information on it on how you can comment. Now, you only have until September 28th, so if you want to write your comments, you probably would have to do that fairly quickly, but there is a website so you can comment online. So if you are interested in commenting about the ADA transition plan from ADOT, please go to the packet, get this information, and then do your comments either written or by the website. Do we have any speaker cards, Beth?
No, Mayor.
All right, now we'll go on to the consent agenda items. We have 6 of them. Number 1, consideration of approving the town council meeting minutes from August 23rd and September 6th, 2012. Number 2, consideration of approving resolution 2012-27, approving an intergovernmental agreement with Fort McDowell, Yavapai Nation, relating to Proposition 202 funding in the amount of $78,603. Number 3 is consideration of approving a contract with Ace Asphalt for repair and maintenance of town-owned parking lots in the amount of $56,007.13. Number 4 is consideration of authorizing payment to the League of Arizona Cities and Towns in the amount of $14,545 for fiscal year 12-13 league dues. Number 5 is consideration of approving an allocation of $3,500 from the Downtown Development Fund for the Oktoberfest event. Number 6 is consideration of approving a request to offer memberships to senior services on a calendar year rather than a fiscal year, and allowing for a grace period for new members that join. Can I have a motion to approve the consent agenda as listed, please?
Second.
Do we have any speaker cards?
No, Mayor.
All right, then I would ask for a roll call, please.
Councilmember Dickey?
Aye.
Councilmember Elke?
Aye.
Vice Mayor Lejay?
Aye.
Councilmember Hanson? Aye. Councilmember Brown?
Aye.
Mayor Kavanaugh?
Aye.
Mayor 6-0.
And now we'll go on to our regular agenda items. Number 7, consideration of appointing 4 applicants to serve on the Planning and Zoning Commission from October 1st, 2012 until September 30th, 2014, and 1 applicant to serve from October 1st, 2012 until September 30th, 2013. I move to appoint Angela Strohan, Richard Turner, Dan Connick, and Jean Fletcher to serve on the Planning and Zoning Commission from October 1st, 2012 until September 30th, 2014, and Steve Harris to serve on the Planning and Zoning Commission from October 1st, 2012 until September 30th, 2013. And that last one, that was the year to complete the seat vacated by Councilman Cecil Yates. I have a second?
Second.
And any speaker cards, please?
No, Mayor.
Okay, any council discussion? Yeah. All right, then I'll call for the vote.
Roll call. Councilmember Hanson? Aye. Vice Mayor Lejay?
Aye.
Councilmember Dickey?
Aye.
Councilmember Elke?
Aye.
Councilmember Brown?
Aye.
Mayor Kavanaugh?
Aye.
Mayor 6-0.
Number 8, consider...
We may have a couple of the applicants there. I think I could see Steve Harris here. I decided it'd be appropriate maybe to thank them for their service or willingness to serve.
You can go ahead.
Okay,
Would you like
thank
to
you.
do that?
Oh,
Since you were on the...
sure. I see that here. Am I missing anybody else? No. Stan, thank you very much for your service and willingness to serve, and greatly appreciate it. Thank you.
Anyone else? Would you like to say something?
Mayor?
Yes.
Mayor? I just want to let you know I'm at the American Planners Association conference, and I think one of our planning and zoning folks is attending also.
All right. Which one is that? Who is it? Do you know?
Mr. Turner.
Oh, Mr. Turner. Okay, thank you. Okay, so going to number 8 is consideration of the reappointment of Fountain Hills presiding judge Mitchell Eisenberg to a 4-year term beginning November 1st, 2012 and ending October 31st, 2016, and consideration of an amendment to his employment agreement. Ken, please.
Funny reaction.
Okay.
Mayor Callen, members of the council, you have reappointment of the presiding judge for the amendments. Be happy to answer any questions. Pretty self-explanatory. That's the documents in front of you.
Andrew, did you have anything?
Madam Mayor, members of the council, as discussed in the previous executive session, the contract is now before you to reappoint. This is for a 4-year appointment as opposed to the initial one, which is 2 years. As you know, in the town code, first term is only 2 years, second term is 4 years. The contracts in front of you are an amendment to his current contract, so it's a very short amendment. We do need a motion on either alternate A or B when you do so. Remember that the judge's contract can't be altered during its term except for cause, so that whatever you do this evening is what's fixed in place until 2016, and but for cause in between. Otherwise, contract amendment's fairly straightforward.
All right. Can I get a motion, please?
So moved. All righty, I move to approve the reappointment of Fountain Hills presiding judge Mitchell Eisenberg to a 4-year term beginning November 1st, 2012, and option A of the amendment to the professional service and appointment agreement.
Second.
Any speaker part?
No, ma'am.
Any council discussion? No? All right, then all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Mayor, 6-0.
Okay. Congratulations. Yeah. All right, we're up to number 9. We may see the ballet tonight, huh? Consideration of the strategic plan goals and operation priorities for fiscal year 12-13 with possible directions to staff regarding implementation. Ken, please.
Mayor Callen, members of the council, I'm trying to get you to the ballet as fast as I can. That's the last subject. The guiding principles, the strategic goals that were the council conducted first part of the year, that I'm asking, requesting that you ratify those so that we could proceed with. Most of those were put into the 2012-13 annual budget, but I'm asking for ratification with that in conjunction with another request of the priorities of the 7 priorities that you gave during the council staff retreat back on August 23rd. I or staff will be happy to answer any questions regarding any one of the items in the strategic goals or the priorities.
All right. Can I get a motion?
Mayor, I move to approve the strategic plan goals and operational priorities for fiscal year 12-13 and direct staff to create an implementation plan.
Any speaker cards, Beth?
No, Mayor.
Any council discussion?
Mayor, if I may.
Yes.
Okay. Ken, thank you for putting these documents together before us. The strategic goals should be familiar to all of us here because basically they mirror the strategic goals in our budget for FY 12-13 that we approved. The only thing I'd like to point out is that item number 5, I-9, was not included in our budget. And I would suggest that we move that from the active to the inactive grouping that our town manager has put together. Also, item number 13 states consider a bond issuance for construction of Fire Station 2. That was indicated in our FY 12-13 budget, which was approved as a grant, not a bond. And I would suggest that that one is also moved into what our town managers label as that second category, inactive or delayed for future discussion. I just want to be cautious that these two were not approved during our budget, and I think they need to still be in play, but they need to be moved to that inactive list, which is at the end of our packet, and those really would be the only only changes there that I would recommend.
Is that an amendment?
It's open for discussion, but I certainly can make an amendment.
Is there any other discussion on this? Would you like to put that in the form of an amendment?
Sure, absolutely. I move to approve the strategic plan goals and operational priorities for fiscal year 12-13, and with I-9 amended and moved out of the strategic goals for the active list, as well as item number 13, which is for the bond issuance.
Second?
Can you speak for first, Beth, on this?
No.
All right, then. Any other council discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Aye.
Mayor, 6-0.
Okay, and let's see, number 10, we have nothing under number 10, so we can go to number 11. Summary of council requests and report on recent activities. Do you have anything? 10? Do you have anything on number 11? No? All right, then that's it. Can I have a motion to adjourn? Second?
Enjoy the ballet.
All in favor?
Aye.